Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Sakura Knight 3. After the night, I guess. What happened? I blink. I feel groggy and lightheaded, and there is a dull pain in my temple. It takes a little while to adjust to my surroundings, but when I found myself gasping. What? I'm not at the inn anymore? In fact, I don't know where I am. I seem to be in some sort of cave. The walls are rough and made of stone, and I can hear the faint sound of dripping water in the distance. It's cold, incredibly dark. I have to strain my eyes to see more than a foot in front of my face. It hurts too, and I'm not just referring to the throbbing ache in my head. What's going on? I glanced down at myself and what the heck? That's when I realized why my teeth are chattering and why my body feels so warm and weary. I'm not just in this cave, I'm strung up like a slab of meat from the ceiling, bound, oh my god, that's thick, bound by ropes which weave around my stomach and my wrists. Other than these fraying ropes, which aren't what one could call comfortable, I'm almost completely out of clothes, aside from my night garment. I'm wearing nothing save the undergarments, night ones, so it's fine. I had on when I went to sleep. My clothes do little to conceal the rest of my body from these ropes. They dig into my exposed flesh, mercilessly rubbing it red raw. I try to squirm. The rope which suspends me from the ceiling sways, but it doesn't give. It's tied much too tightly and it's possible for me to escape. Now what am I going to do? This is bringing back some bad memories. This just like the time I was tricked by Tart in the forest. She coerced me into stripping then. Not of all the clothes, don't worry. And thrust my arms up and above my head using ropes similar to these. Fortunately, I can't see any lines in the immediate vicinity. But that does little to soothe my mounting concerns. How did I get here? What's going to happen to me? I consider the possibility that this might be another one of Tart's little jokes. But I soon dismiss this offhand. There's no way Tart would go through all the trouble just to play a prank on me. Why did she have to carry my sleeping body out of the inn, haul it all the way to cave, then tie me up, all the while ensuring that I remain unconscious? There's no way anybody would do something that crazy, not even Tart. Felicia on the other hand. This has to be work of an enemy. But who? What do they want from me and how am I going to escape? I try to struggle against my bendings again, to little avail. The ropes stick into me more tightly than ever before, and I gasp. I don't like it here. It's dark, and cold, and creepy, and I want to go back to the inn. I want to curl up in bed with Rune, snuggle my cheek up against her tail, and bask in the warmth of her body. Does anybody know why I'm here? Does Felicia? Who cares about Felicia? If she knew about this, I'm sure she'd come running to save me. But this all happened so fast I didn't even get a chance to leave a note behind. I bet my party members are still back at the inn, fast asleep. They won't find out that I'm gone until morning breaks, and by that point it might be too late. Tomorrow Rune will wake up and should find that bed is empty. She'll be so worried. I grit my teeth together. I don't want that. If I'm going to be a real knight, I've got to try and save myself. I've got to try, but without weapon in hand to break these bendings, I'm scuppered. This is bad. This is really bad. What do I do? What should I do? What should I? It seems you're finally awake. Oh, it's you. Whatever your name was. Awake might not be the correct term for it. I gasp, alarm, and my eyes shut open. I thought I was the one in the dim, dreary cave. But it seems I was mistaken. There's somebody else in here with me after all. It's a woman with dark skin and very long dark hair. She's very tall and busty. She exudes a mature adult charm. No, she doesn't. But her sharp teeth and horns lend her a certain degree of ferocity. Not true. Her dragon-like features aren't the most unusual things about her, however. The sight of this woman has jolted something within my memory. I'm sure I remember her. Nope. I remember her silhouette. She couldn't be. You're a woman fish and mad in the forest. Well, you were being attacked by the slime, weren't you? What? The woman draws back. Her face turns red and she scolds. I'm afraid I have no idea what you mean. I, the great Saga. Was that her name? Would never be ashamed of such a manner, particularly not before a pesky little girl like you. You humans are a delicate breed. You must have bumped your head to be taken by such foolish fancies. Right. I'm not entirely convinced, but I guess it would be pointless to press the issue. But we have met before, and I remember that clearly. We spoke a little. Until Felicia's cute girl sensor went berserk, and she began to pound the poor dragon woman's chest. Yeah, Felicia is so annoying. That was quite an interesting night all around. I do live a busy life. Yeah, that's much true. We have met before. For meeting was most certainly not instigated by my cries for help. I was never doomed to be attacked by slime. The slime did not strip my clothes, and it most certainly did not make me moan. Neither did I enjoy its attention, not one little bit. Sounds like she did. Are you quite clear on that matter? Right. Yeah, I get it. Never happened. Good. It seems like you're not as stupid as look. The woman laughs. Her composure restored. I guess she's the sort who can't admit her own weaknesses, so she covers them up with lies and bravado. She's so transparent. I was feeling afraid at being tied up in dark cave like this, but now I've met this dragon woman. Saga, did she say her name was? Much of the tension has already slipped from my shoulders. I'm sure it would hurt her feelings and her pride if she knew what I was thinking right now, but I just can't take her seriously. So, how'd you get here? I resumed this. I glanced at the ropes which went about my middle. Was all you're doing? Yes, indeed. I'll take full credit for the peaceful state you currently find yourself in, daughter of Cressida. I'm the one who summoned your sleeping spirit to this cave, and I'm the one who bound your foot. This was all made possible by my incredible magical power. Alright, that was weird on my PC right now. Oh, of course. Here we go again. The software that is not even freaking turned on. So, I mean, iTunes. No, I don't have an iPhone, don't worry about that. I don't want it, and I don't plan on having it. I just have iTunes from the past, because I had iPod Touch of the first generation for some time, and I quite got used to the software. Other than that, and I don't care. But it's annoying that it triggers even though I have the ability to update or basically drop that window that there is an update available, shuts down completely in the PC. I don't understand why it triggers automatically at all. Anyway, it was possible by my incredible magical powers. Are you afraid now? Want to trample the feet of the mighty mage Saga, devoted follower of the demon Queen Gunhill? You are completely at mercy now, little knight. I could scare you, roast you, or even make you scream in ecstasy. I'm so devilish, I even afraid myself. Right. I sigh. So, let me get this straight. You said you summoned my sleeping spirit to this cave? Yeah, indeed. What of it? Yeah, that makes me wonder. Is this really happening? This isn't some sort of dream, is it? It is a dream, yes, but that does not make this any less real. Your physical body is still a sleeping grimoire. Your mind, however, has been transported here. So if I were to fall asleep now... For as long as I keep hold of you and give you my immense magical powers, Oh, right.
That could be until all the weather in the water has dried. Her physical body will not awaken.
Yeah, 5 seconds later she's gone.
In the real world, you look to be sleeping, but it is a sleep even deeper than death. Oh ho 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 ho!
Okay, that makes sense, sure. Does mean if I get her in this dream, my physical body will be fine?
It does, yes. No physical wounds will carry over to the real body, so worry not. I can take my time, torture slowly to my heart's content, but I shan't kill you. You'll still feel pain, of course, horrible, unimaginable pain, but your wounds should heal up relatively quickly. Why, I could even stab you and you would not die.
With her magical abilities, I kind of have my doubts. Really? Does that mean I'm immortal?
Not quite. If your coarseness sustains enough damage, it will eventually be reflected upon your physical body. Stabbing you once would be fine, but if I was to decapitate you or set you on fire, the shock of it would most likely result in your death. I'm determined certain of never having cast this spell before. But, would you like to try it out?
Sure. I would answer. I wonder what she would do. She would not do that. Saga's smile widens.
I could set you ablaze using my magic if you like.
Yeah, I'm good for now, thank you.
I thought you'd say that.
I mean, to be fair, it was an obvious answer for anyone. I thought you'd say that, oh my god, what a mind reader.
Well, were that last night I did not bring you here to slaughter you and wanted to show you full extent of my powers. After all this, you'll have to take me seriously. That nasty incident with these lines will be a thing of the past, ho 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 ho.
But I thought nothing happened. What are you talking about? What incident? Nothing happened there. What are you talking about? Could it be that actually something happened that I don't know about? Yeah, but I thought you said the thing with the slimes never happened.
What?
Saga dart left and right anxiously. Her tail twitches.
Of course didn't. That was just a slip of the tongue. Forget, loved it. If you don't, I'm like sorry.
Yeah, my apologies. I've forgotten. It's already been erased from my memory. Not from mine, for.
Good.
Saga grins.
This dark magic of mine is truly fearsome, is not? Lady Knight will be proud of me. I think all this for her sake, after all.
Her sake? My bro froze. What are you talking about? She was already defeated. You can do whatever you want to me, but it won't bring her back.
I know that.
Saga's eyes flash nervously. She sounds her foot up on the ground, her tail swishing as she does so. The tail of hers. It's kind of cute, actually. It might be covered in scales, but reminds me of a dog's. Don't say that to her. I wonder if it works when she's in a good mood. Now might not be the best time to ponder that for. Saga doesn't seem to be in a good mood at the present. In fact, it's the exact opposite. She looks infuriated.
My beloved Hallhild in Hades then? I adored her more than anybody in the world. And she was slaughtered cruelly like a beast by her mother. That is something I still cannot forgive. God, he might be gone, but I Saga am still here. I was her most ardent servant, and I shall do my best to continue her legacy even if it kills me or you. If I could think, I would rather like to kill you.
So the 6 months splits Saga's face.
You deserve nothing less after everything your mother did. I may not be able to punish Cressida, but I can certainly harm you in her stead. I must say though, it really was fortunate I ran to you. Haha. If it weren't for that chance encounter, I would never have been able to enact my revenge upon you like this. Oh ho 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 ho.
I wince the robes decals more tightly into my bared flesh. I know now that this is just a dream. The pain isn't real, but it sure feels like it. I've had hyper-realistic dreams before, but this must be the most intense one I've ever had. I guess I'll chalk that up to Saga's magic. She was able to defeat a few measly slimes back in the forest, but she must be stronger than she was letting on. When I first met her, I thought she was shameless, harmless. I guess I was wrong. Fletcher was correct with suspicious. If only I'd realized it sooner. No, Felicia was just acting horny. Let's face it. So does that mean you're the one who's been amassing an army of monsters in the forest? I replied that grimoire.
Yeah, indeed, I've been using my magic to conjure up hundreds upon hundreds of monsters. The monsters that have been running grief in the woods have been test runs of a kind. They are not nearly as powerful as I want them to be. It's my plan to create monsters that are so powerful no knights will be able to best them, not even Cressida herself. So I should be able to complete my lofty goal. My new army is almost assembled. With these monsters at my beck and call, I shall raise all of Grimoire, no, all of Lemuria to the ground. Then I shall rule it as its rightful queen. I will destroy every last miserable human settlement, and then I shall build a monument to my beloved Gunhild. I will make her dreams come true, even at her death. That is what I must do as her most loyal servant.
Just get alive! So that's your plan. I should have known as much. But why did you decide to share this with me? Wouldn't it have been more effective if you kept this a secret? Then you have launched a surprise attack in Grimoire.
I don't need launch surprise attack. My army of monsters are strong enough that a handicap or two will make little difference. I thought it would be fun if I summoned you here, Little Knight, so you could hear about my plans in advance.
Or did you freak up some spell and actually summoned her by mistake, now that I think about it?
I would very much like to torture you to death right now until your physical body can no longer bear the strength expires. But that would not be fun. I want you to taste the despair of knowing that the end of Lemuria is close to hand, and there is nothing you can do to stop it.
Actually, there's a lot we can do.
In 3 days I shall attack.
Good luck.
You should use those 3 days wisely, little knight girl. Try and stop me if you want, but know that it shall never work. You are not nearly strong enough to best me. And furthermore, you do not know where I am located.
In a cave.
I'm ingenious, and now you would never, ever guess that this cave is buried deep in the forest, past the wake of the Woolgars and the barren waste of the Hoglite.
Yeah, I will never be able to guess the location, I'm sorry.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Please. Esty, don't speak. She will not realize that she said that. Don't speak, Esty! I will talk above my face, my voice flat deepen. That one. Why would you told her that? Oh, Esty! God damn it! You just told me where this cave is, for.
What?
Saga records. She takes a step back, holding one closed hand before her face.
Did I really?
No, I was just joking.
Please, Esty.
Yeah, you see, you said it's in the forest, past the Wolfgirl's home, and the barren waste of the hollow.
Ah!
Okay, I understand. You wanted to see her reaction. It's fine. Saga drops over. She grabs her horns in her hands and tugs on them. Her expression anguished. She's so dumb, I know.
I never should have let that slip. Why'd I have to go and open my big stupid mouth? I got so into lording over you, I forgot I was meant to keep that secret. If Lady Knight was here, she'd be so disappointed. She'd step on me for sure. I look, it sounded so cool just now, but I messed up at the very last second. Why does this always happen to me?
Again, Esty, you should have kept your mouth shut about this. Saga crumbles to the floor in tears. I meanwhile watch on, my expression impassive. It seems my first impression of my captor was correct after all. She might know of some powerful magic, but I doubt she's all this threatening. For an evil villain, isn't she kind of incompetent? I know I'm the last person who should make judgments about others' talents or lack of, being a beast knight myself, but Saga takes ineptitude to a whole new level. Then again, it kind of might make sense. Maybe not doesn't make sense, but it's a nice pairing, like Esty, a meter knight, a descendant of basically probably number one knight, And then we have an absolute novice amateur of a dark magician, I would say. That is also not technically a descendant, but like a follower, probably since the youngest age of the person that was the biggest threat to the world. So no, amateur versus amateur, while in the past it was top versus top. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Lady. I'm so sorry. I don't disappoint you. I'm doing my best to uphold your legacy, so why? Why do I scrap when it matters the most?
Tears continue to trickle down Saga's cheeks. They look hot and heavy, like rain droplets. Forget the spring shower. This crying Jack must be comparable to a fully blown typhoon. I might be tied up and ostensibly at her mercy, but I feel kinda sorry for her. Please, don't cry. It will be alright. There. I can pat you on the head for. Saga gets to her feet. She glowers me, her eyes still rimmed red from crying. But her eyes are basically red. So from the very
I don't need your sinking sympathy. You're just pretty human and the daughter of Christina the bird.
I'm sorry?
I need your policy either, forget it.
Saga folds her arms across her voluptuous chest. Then she frowns.
Forget it.
Her brow furrows.
That's it.
All of a sudden her eyes light up.
I'll make you forget that I ever told you about the location of my home, or erase every single piece of incriminating evidence from your mind. That way you'll be none the wiser about where I am or how you can stop me. It really is a perfect plan. Do you see, Lady Gunhild? I do deserve to be irresistible. There is nobody more quick-witted and forward-thinking than I.
Yeah, and how are you going to make me forget what I heard? Esty! It's not like she can go back in time and take back everything she said. At least I don't think she can. As strong as Saga's magic might be, I very much doubt she can manipulate time and space. That's a feat beyond even the most powerful mages. You're not going to knock me over the head, are you? I don't want to wake up with a concussion.
What? Don't be foolish, you would never resort to brute strength. That is hardly like. I'll make you forget using a very special advanced ceremony.
Oh no.
It is ceremony Lady Gunhild will fight before many times together, when she wishes to discipline me.
What?
During this race, my hair became quite white and black. I forgot I was ever even my own name. I'm certain this should work on it too. I'll follow in my lady's footsteps, and I will raise all the past knowledge you've accrued in an instant. There is no way this can work. It's infallible. I'm indefinable.
I think you mean undefeatable. I try to correct Saga's false command of calling Lemuria, but she doesn't listen to me. She's too busy laughing. She sure sounds pleased with herself. I wonder what this so-called ceremony of hers entails. It won't hurt, will it? I know this is not more than a dream, but if it was shocking real, I can still feel pain even if my physical body can't. I wasn't taking Saga very seriously. But maybe my hubris will be my downfall. What's she going to do to me?
Esty, you're right, Esty.
Hmm.
Esty, wake up now, Esty.
I'm pulled out of my dreams quite suddenly by a pair of hands, very warm, fuzzy hands, gripping my shoulders. Said hands shake me back and forth frothy. My head knocks against the wooden headboard of the bed, and my teeth clack together. I could bitten off the tip of my tongue. That would hurt. That's no way to wake up a lady. Not that I'm a lady, I'm a knight, but I'm still a female knight. She is. What's going on? What is it? I stop in bed, my eyes stubby open, my hands find the covers and I grip them tightly, pulling them up around me to conceal myself. It's cold night and rather a lot of my flesh is cold, but I feel hot. My forehead is burning and my skin is bedding with sweat. I'm not coming down with a fever, am I? I feel so befuddled. It takes me a little while to finally register my surroundings. I'm in the inn. It must be early in the morning. For perhaps it would be more accurate to say late at night. And the room is dark. I wonder what time it is. It feels like I was sleeping for a very, very long time. I mean, for a very long while it was written, but I had a very vivid dream too. The precise details of the dream are a bit hazy now, but I can remember bits and pieces. I think I was in a cave, I'm sure of that much. I was tied up, suspended from the ceiling. The dragon woman Saga, I think she called herself, was with me. She said that she had kidnapped me and I was at her mercy. Wow, so far she remembers all the details. She remembers. I certainly felt at her mercy, being trussed up so. My stomach and wrists are still aching, as though they were bound by ropes. But when I inspect them, I can't see any marks. I look fine. I feel fine too? If a bit breathless. What's going on?
Esty!
Ron approaches me. She rests one paw on my shoulder, her blue eyes heavy with concern.
You okay now?
I think I'm fine, yes.
You sure?
Ron cocks her head to one side.
You were moaning. It woke me up.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to send you, Ron. It's late, so we should
probably go back to sleep. Sleep? Is that okay? You sure you're not hurt? Not sick?
Ron peers my eyes, her own blue with additional violet. Our wrists are very large and consuming, so deep one could drown in them.
Your dream must be vivid. You trashed Lord, squared, for maybe you being attacked.
She was, sort of.
Thought maybe something bad happened.
It's fine, Ron. I'm pretty concerned, but you don't need to worry. It was only a dream. Are you sure? That's what I say, at least. But I'm slowly beginning to doubt myself. What was it Saga told me in my dream? It was so something very, very important. I know I shouldn't forget it, but everything feels so hazy now. What was it? I think she said...
Oh!
Suddenly, it all comes rushing back to me. The fatigue which he heard all. Chained. Why are you using this weird word again? Chained by lips, all but dissipates, and my eyes widen with newfound panic. My dream was not a dream. Of that, I'm certain. Saga enchanted me. She manipulated my consciousness while I was slumbering, and then she told me something truly chilling. She said...
Esty, what is it? You look scared.
I'm not sure if I'm scared. If scared is the right word, but I'm worried. Something very serious is going to happen. Run! We only have 3 days to stop it. If we can't, then all of the grimoire will be ruined.
Ruined?
She gasps.
What do you mean?
I heard about it in my dream, but it wasn't an ordinary dream. It happened while I was asleep, but it was as real as you and I are now. I read it from Saga. She's one of the Gunhill's underlings. She's been gathering an army of monsters. She means to use them to destroy all of Grimoire, and then all of Lemuria. We have to stop her before she has a chance to strike. If she doesn't, thousands, no hundreds of thousands of lives will be at risk. I mean, technically all of them, but this will be our biggest challenge yet. I kinda wish we didn't jump to the new day at this moment.
Are you sure about this, Estelle?
I'm very sure. I've never been surer of anything in my life. My partner and I are sitting at a circular table outside the local bakery. It's a warm, sunny morning, and the sky up above is soft, pastel blue, broken here and there with clouds. It should be a pleasant, relaxing day. But my nerves are so shot I couldn't relax even if you paid me. I would feel relaxed if I got paid for this. Now that the sun has risen, I have shaken off my prior sleepiness. I feel more convinced than ever before what I dreamt last night was not, in fact, a dream. Do you remember the location for? It was not a normal dream, at least. That's what I'm trying to convince Tartar, but she doesn't seem to believe me.
You said you were asleep, didn't you?
Tartar is an emperor.
This could be all in your head. There is no point getting so worked up about a silly dream.
But it was just three. I had been asleep, but I'm sure Saga was communicating with me. She was using magic. She's on the incident, but everything said too. She's been gathering up an army in the shadows for months, and she missed to attack. If this is back into nothing, we'll all be in great danger.
Great, yeah, this sounds pretty serious.
Tart leans back in her chair, her tongue swishes. Contrary to her words, she doesn't look all that perturbed. In fact, she's even smiling. I don't think she grasps the severity of the situation at all.
You have such an overactive imagination, Estelle. I thought I was good at telling tall stories, but you almost had me convinced for a second.
I don't like you. Please believe me. You're a mad yourself. Surely you should know whether it's possible to communicate with somebody in the other dreams.
I've heard it's possible, yeah. Some mages can use spells that meddle with people's minds, but it's strictly taboo. Using such magic is crime. You can get hauled into jail if you're caught.
She's a follower of Gunhild. God damn it, of course you would use a freaking spells that are taboo. I would use spells that are taboo still, to be honest. I don't know if Saga cares much about laws. If she was one to be caught by city knights, she would be planning to destroy Grimoire.
Guess you're right about that, if what you're saying really happened. It's an awful lot to swallow.
I know it sounds unbelievable. It's doubly so given such a fine day today. It's hard to imagine that a follower of Gunhild is plotting to destroy Grimoire's beautiful streets and its delicious pastries. I think it's more believable because of that. But you have to have faith in me, I'm being honest.
Well, I never doubted that. As a liar myself can spell deceit in the air. I know that you don't have a single duplicitous bone in your body. I was more afraid that your anxious personality might be blowing things out of proportion.
But perhaps it is better to be safe than sorry. Then you believe me.
I don't know if I will go that far, but I won't dismiss these claims of yours offhand.
Location, girl. Location. Please remember the location. If she didn't say anything to the Saga, oh, it would be all over inventory.
I'm interested to hear what everybody else thinks, Pa.
Tartan crosses her legs, then looks at her room.
What do you make of all of this? You sleep in the same room as Estelle, so you must know what state she was in when she woke up in the morning. Do you think she was simply having a bad dream, or did it look like she had been enchanted?
Her room is busy eating sugary confection, but she sets it one side up on receiving this question. She ponders for a few moments, her ears switching, then she realizes in a cool, definite tone that brokers... What? That breaks no room for argument? Brokers?
I believe. So, how Esty woke up, shivering, afraid, she knew lie. Her dream, no dream, it was real. I know, couldn't sense it. She enchanted?
Tart tips her head to one side. A few locks of her soft lavender hair curl about her cheeks.
I know you're more possessed than normal human, and can you really smell magic in the air? I can sense it. Danger too. I sensed before we slept. Something bad happened. Could feel it. It is premonition. All workers have. When bad things happen, we know. Well, it seems one member of our party is fully convinced at least. What do you make of this, Felicia?
Tart turns to Felicia now, as I do. As do I. I stared at her with large imploring eyes, willing her to believe me. What is she doing right now? There she goes again. She's not even listening. Of course. Oh my god, what a dumb elf. She's paying a blunt bit of attention to our conversation. She's busy stuffing her face with pastries.
Oh, the chopons at this bakery are divine. There's nothing in all of Grimoire that can compare to them. The lightness of the cream combined with the flaky pastry, it simply is heavenly. I feel like I could eat 10, no 20 of these in one sitting. I could have them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for as long as I live.
You'd get fat. Someone should say that to her, and she will be... Boop. Snap.
I'll never tire of them. Eating this feels like falling in love.
She Now you got me interested. I want to try. Felicia presses a hand against her chest. Her cheeks are tinted pink with pleasure. Her irises look glassy and dilated, and her breathing is shallow and uneven. She looks like she's in the throes of intense pleasure. Has she reached some sort of sweets-induced enlightenment? I wish I could be that carefree. Felicia, please. I should get a sharp look. Haven't you been paying attention? This is important.
Ah, yeah, no, so is this. I must sample even more of those chewbones. That's my current calling in life.
Oh, for pity's sake, get grief. I slam my hand against the table. If Saga succeeds in your plan, there won't be any more true boons for you to consume. All of Grimoire will destroy. We might even get killed. Was this about getting killed? My back stiffened. I hadn't meant to yell at Felicia quite that loudly. Our conversation was meant to be a secret, but in my mounting fury I lost myself. I turned my head hesitantly. There, same kind as the owner of this humble bakery. She's a rather pretty, fair-haired young woman, attired simply but neatly. My party and I favor this bakery above all others, and we come here often. I'm conversed with the owner briefly on a few... Did I say I'm conversed? I've conversed with the owner briefly on a few occasions. She seems friendly enough, but I never did manage to ask her for her name. It's not like we're particularly close. I don't want to drag her into this mess. My apologies if I interrupted you. She smiled sweetly. I heard you conversing from inside the bakery. You sound suffering intense. I was afraid you were having some kind of argument. I couldn't catch what you said very clearly, but what I did hear sounded very serious. Very serious. Who, pray tell, is going to die? What? That's just, my mouth flaps open and shut. Just say you were talking about the quests you were supposed to take, and that, you know, she should pay attention to your planning. That's how it's done. I could actually go along with Tart, because I guess I can lie a bit. But it's not really lying. Now that I think about it, our quest will be to stop Saga. That might end up, you know, in death. So it's a lie, but it's not really a lie. Anyway, my mouth flaps open and shut helplessly. I can feel my face burning all the while. I have no idea how to respond to this. I do feel Sharon and Tart well enough at this point that I don't feel the need to query every other thing I say. They're my friends and I trust them not to turn against me. I'm just as awkward as ever when it comes to speaking with strangers, for I've always hated... Oh. Why am I not sitting like this all the time? I don't get it. I've always hated being at the center of attention and being stared at by this woman. Pretty for she is. Isn't it much to call my shaken nerves? Maybe I should try to explain the situation to her? But how can I? She's not an adventurer. She's just a baker. Don't underestimate the bakers. I mean, I would like to point out your mother is also a baker, right? And she used to be a hero. Anyway, she doesn't need to know about Saga, or about her plotting, or Grimoire's promised destruction. If I told her any of that, she'd surely worry. As a knight, it's my duty to protect the peace. I can't let the common civilians of Grimoire panic. But what can I tell her other than the truth? How can I pass this off as a mere misunderstanding? Well, tell her the truth, but differently. Just as I said, I've always been awful at telling lies. That's not true. That's so not true. Knights should be honest, upstanding citizens. They should never ever seek to deceive other people. The thing is to say lies and truth sorts of the same way. That, I mean, the thing is that even if, okay, with some people I have this problem that I did tricks them I mean, not in a weird way, right? But that kind of led them to also think that even if I say the truth, I might be lying. But I would still be able to pull the tricks. I was talking about my previous job, basically. But yeah, I mean, they were so easy to trick, I couldn't hold myself back. Anyway, well, yeah, what is it, the child? If something's matter, I'd appreciate if you could tell me. I had to see you trembles. So won't you tell me what ails you? Well, it's just, oh, don't pay Estelle any heed. It's nothing. She had a bad dream, so she's not acting like her proper self. She just needs something sweet to eat, and then she'll be as right as rain. Why don't you try this? It's delicious, I promise. Say, Tar. I did not see that coming. I open my mouth, but it's soon stoppered by Tart's lips. She's holding something small and sweet between her teeth. I think it might be a strawberry? She pushes the strawberry into my mouth, actively silencing me. Our bodies are pushed together, and her fingers dig into my shoulders, as it sometimes happens during kisses. She's holding me perhaps a little lighter than she used to. If this is this some sort of warning? I guess this was all an elaborate ruse to shut me up. Tarts spent enough time with me to know that I babble when I get nervous. She must have been afraid that I'd spill the beans to this poor woman. Well, I guess that's one way to keep things under wraps. I mean, it is, yeah. Oh my! How charming! The baker watches the pair of us. Tart's lips are still pressed against mine, a smile adorning her pretty face. You two girls must be awfully close! I've always thought it would be nice to feed somebody in such a bad manner. I wish I had princesses that I could do that with. It would make baking 10 times more fun. I quite concur. Your cheap pastries are delicious, fair madam. I think they would be more so if I could share them with a pretty girl. Yeah. Too bad for you that once they see your true side, they would run away. It would be particularly lovely if she would deign to lick the cream of my cheek with her tongue. Oh yeah. That sounds lovely. I'd love it if a pretty girl could lick cream of my body. Or chocolate. Yeah, chocolate is a good option too. Oh, now I'm getting all sorts of ideas for new recipes. Mediocre spots have been fate. It's karma. I'm positive you're flowing with inspiration for new pastries. I'll pack them with delicate tops of whipped cream, like young girls in frilly dresses. Then I can imagine taking those dresses off and caressing them with my tongue. Cute girls, I mean pastries, really are the best. Yes, cute, but also grown up. Fully developed? Yes, something like this. Exactly. Aren't they indeed? Oh. Basically, what I'm getting at is the girls in Sakura are quite good. Yes, they are quite going with that rule. Not gonna lie. I mean, Felicia not really, because she's crazy as heck. Also the sadist, not really. From, for example, Sakura sadist. But other than that, yes, all of the girls are great. Anyway. Rules, bro, pharaohs.
They mean I no get it. It's fine, Rune.
Felicia ruffles the top of Rune's head.
You'll understand when you get older.
I'm older, already adult, old enough to know. What talk about?
Just the birds and the bees. And the pastries.
Ha! Ron looks even more confused about this explanation, not that I can blame her.
I don't want birds or bees in my pastry. It would taste bad.
Fish laughs at it, as does the baker. She's forgotten about what she overheard. Vision and Tart were able to distract her most magnificently. But she might seem like an airhead. She is an airhead. And Tart can be awfully conniving, but they are pretty reliable when they want to be. That's true. Phew. Tart draws away from me. She drops her voice to whisper and says, so slowly only I can hear it.
At least we managed to keep that under wraps. If the cat had gotten out of the bag, it would have been real bad. Now.
She glanced about the busy streets, her arms folded. I think we should tell Alex about this drink of yours. I think so too. It would be the best of the best course of action. If Saga really asked me to destroy Grimoire, we need to be on our guard. And that's an understatement. If I'm ever going to be a knight like my mother, then I'll need to take a stand, no matter how scary the upcoming fight might be. I can't afford to back down. I'm my mother's daughter! When all is said and done, and I tend to prove that. Just as my mother defeated Gunhild, I will defeat Saga. How about we convince her to become good and maybe join our party? Sounds good. I'm going to protect Lemuria's peace. And I'll do it with my friends by my side. Together we're unstoppable. Well, I guess let's go to Alex. We'll go there, you know, as we are walking, we need to take a break. And tomorrow will be the next episode. By tomorrow, basically, because the time over in Lemuria works a little differently, we'll get there. So in around 24 hours on our time here on Earth, we'll be there. For them it's like 5 seconds, or maybe not 5 seconds, like 10 minutes maybe. I don't know how far the bakery is from the guild. Let's say it's 10 minutes walk for them, but it's 24 hours for us. Something like this. But let's just end the episode. Hope you enjoyed, hope to do much well, and have a great day! Bye bye.